my marriage broke as a result of sex, or I can't satisfy my spouse, or I can't. Are you in a relationship? Then you're doing the right thing by watching this video. Are you ready to say I do? Then you're in the right place watching this video. Are you going to propose to your girlfriend? Then you're in the right place watching this video. There are some questions we ignore when we want to say I do. There are things that we overlook. There are things that we feel that they are not important when we're about to say I do, when we're about to make that big move, when you're about to ask that big questions. But I'm going to be listing 4 things not to ignore, 4 things to talk about before saying I do, before deciding to spend your lifetime with somebody. Because if these questions are ignored, it results to divorce, it results to separation. There are little things that will feel, oh, they don't matter. While in the marriage, we can talk about it. No, they matter. You should talk about it before you say, I do. Number 1 question, how many children would you like to have? There are lots of people that have issues with this, that fight with their spouse because of this. Oh, you don't talk about this. You didn't sit down and feel when you were in the relationship, you're supposed to talk about how many kids you would like to have. You feel, oh, it's not necessary. We'll just have as many as we want. Or no, a woman might have a different number and a man might have a different number. You don't have to ignore it. This is an important question you have to ask. How many kids do you want? I have lots of friends who asked that question. I had lots of friends who wanted a larger family, but then they got married to this man, and then the man said, no, probably I just want 2 kids. I want 3 kids. I'm fine. And the lady wanted more. It was a problem, but it took a lot of effort before they could solve that problem. So most of us tend to ignore, oh, let me just ignore it. My dear, it is important. I'm telling you, it is important. Don't ignore that question. You and your spouse should sit down and talk about how many kids you would love to have. Number 2, sex. Yes, as much as you're Christians, you're religious, most in this part of the world, I feel we always run away from talking about sex. You have to talk about sex with your partner. Are you a sex addict? Are you somebody that cannot stay a day without sex? Many marriages are broken as a result of this, but people don't want to come out and talk about it, yes, because they feel, oh, imagine me going out to say that my marriage broke as a result of sex, or I can't satisfy my spouse, or I can't do this. Many people have issues. There are people you meet. I've met people in this life that they've told me, oh, I am a sex addict. I can't marry a man or a woman who is not a sex addict. You know that you don't have the kind of energy this person have. You have to run away. You don't marry somebody that you know that you can't satisfy, because to some people that is a big issue. So don't ignore this. Don't feel, oh, it's not. It's important. It's very important. You need to talk about this. Number 3, do you want a housewife? This is for women, right? There are so many times a woman has built her career, she has built her life, she has already thought of what she wants to do, she has already planned and figured it out, like, when I have a husband, this is what I want to do, when I have my kids. And then you just get married to a man. You guys probably ignore the fact that, oh, the man wants a housewife, and you have a career, you want to chase your career, and then you marry this man, and the man is like, oh, sweetie, you have to stay in the house, take care of the kids, that's your own duty. My own income is enough for running the home. And it's a big problem because you start talking about it and the man does not want to listen. But this is a question that you, or something you guys should have spoken about before you enter into the relationship. I've had a story of a young lady who a boyfriend proposed to her, right? And he said something, while I'm proposing to you, I'm earning enough, it's okay for us, you don't have to work, you don't have to build your career anymore, just stay at home and then you take care of the kids. And this lady has always been a career person. She has always wanted to make a name for herself. And they tried talking about it and it could not work, and they took a walk. Because most times it's not about getting married, it's about understanding. There are some things you need to talk about, there are some things you don't need to ignore, there are some things that you feel, oh, they are too tiny to cause issues in our relationship, oh, they are too tiny to cause issues and they will cause issue. I'm telling you. Now, the last one but not the least, number 4, finance. You have to talk about your finances, your spending habits, because As a woman, you know the man you marry. As a man, you know the woman you marry. Some people are loud spenders. They spend above their income. Some people don't care about planning. Some people don't care about tomorrow. Some people don't care about future. Some people just care now. My future will take care of itself. My future is in the hands of God, and they have like zero planning. No think about my future. There are some people that are like that. Ooh, I'm sweating. The fan is probably low. There are some people that are like that. You have to talk about your finances, because this tend to bring a whole lot of issue in the home. How do you want your finances to be? How do you want your spending power? Is your spouse complementing or balancing your spending habit? Does your spouse spend above what the income of the family is? Does your spouse, do you want to run a joint account? These are questions you should not ignore. These are things you should talk about. Don't ignore any of this question. If you're about to take that serious step to say I do, if you're about to propose, you guys should have this conversation. These are not things that you should ignore. Don't ever none of this. These are important. As small as this is, like, you feel like, oh, when we are in the relationship, when we are married, we'll talk about it, we'll build, and all of it. It's a lie. You need to talk about this. These are important questions. And I'm also going to be telling you some things to do or to know if this person is the one in my next video. So you might want to subscribe to this YouTube channel, follow this YouTube channel, comment, engage this YouTube channel, and build this YouTube channel along with me. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you sincerely. That's my daughter making noise. She's calling me, so it's about time I go. Bye.